Have you ever read something that you thought was helpful for one aspect of your life, yet you got something totally different out of it? Well, that's what actually happened to me earlier today, this morning, actually, while I was in the middle of feeding my soul, having my morning devotion. And while I was having the devotion, I read something that was just so on point, but I'm always amazed with how God will give me something to feed my soul, yet He always gives me something that will help my business. And so I thought I'd just come on real quick and share it with you. I'm Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady over at Let's Talk Strategies and EduConsultPro. And today I want to talk to you about how you can slay the Goliath in your consulting business. If you've been following me, you know I work with those awesome consultants. And the message that I got today, I just really felt that it was something I should come out here and share. So, if you follow the story about David and Goliath, David initially tried to face Goliath in Saul's armor, right? And what do we mean by armor? We hear people telling us to put on the full or the whole armor of God, so we can be protected. Well, David started out that way. He wanted to put on Saul's armor, all the different things, the breastplate and all those different things to protect himself. But he quickly realized that he couldn't do it. He could not go out there with those things. Why? Y'all, he couldn't go out because it didn't fit him well, right? He wasn't used to operating with that type of armor on, okay? And when he realized that, he decided, let me just go out there and be myself, right? And this kind of speaks to us as consultants in business when we try to put on other people, other things, instead of showing up authentically like ourselves. So as I went on reading in that story, I was just amazed, and just the revelation that God was giving me, how David made a decision. He decided to be himself, right? And again, this was such a powerful lesson to me for my personal life as well as my business. Trying to be someone else always it looks artificial. Thanks so much for joining me here on IG, as well as for you all joining me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and all those other places that I hang out with. And I come out periodically to share different things that resonate with me. And this was just something that I had to come with, right? It's no mystery that I love the Lord, and to be able to connect those dots is extremely important. And like Oscar Wilde said, he talked about the importance of being yourself, okay? Be yourself, because everyone else is already taken. You are literally at your most effective when you are being yourself. This keeps coming up lately. I did a post the other day where something resonated with me, and I'm back here again as I read that devotion. And it was another person that I read about. I think it was Saint Catherine of Siena. She said, be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire. As business owners, it's important that even as we go about our day-to-day affairs as business owners, that we show up who we are, be as authentic as possible, because people can see through that, right? I know that some of us struggle with the spirit of perfection. Hint, hint, I did always. And sometimes I wouldn't show up because I felt like everything had to be so perfect. And then I started paying attention to people. Not everybody was operating that same way. So why am I tripping out? Let me just show up and give you what I know I have to give you. Know that I'm going to give you the best that I have, and so that you can get to the next, area in your life. So in the business world, we face a lot of overwhelming challenges day to day, right? I mean, I had challenges. I actually, right before I went on with one of my other software, and decided I was going to slay this Goliath, and I was going to come live and give this information anyway, right? Those overwhelming challenges are what we can consider our Goliaths. The key to overcoming these challenges is to embrace authenticity and trust in your mission, your purpose, that God-given thing that He gave you, right? Trust in that. Know that things are going to happen, right? Things are going to come up, right? But you just need to understand and know that you got this. And if you're showing up the true self, who you are, operating in your mission and your purpose, things will work itself out. So how can we apply David, and Goliath, this whole story to our business and us slaying the Goliath in your consulting business? I want to provide you all with at least, I believe I got like 7 or 10 steps, 10 to be exact, it looks like here, actionable steps that you can take that will allow you to slay the Goliath in your consulting business. Step 1, and I'm looking here on IG as well as here from my other people, so y'all forgive me if I'm looking off a little bit. Embrace authenticity, just as David did. Just as David shed Saul's armor, he decided not to go out there with all of that stuff on. Let go of those pretenses, y'all, and embrace your true self. We just kind of talked about it a little bit. Your unique vision and approach will set your business apart. I promise you it will in the competitive landscape. I come up all the time telling you I help you get your SaaS on in your business. Just different things that I do to set me apart. And SaaS in my world stands for simplifying, automating, systematizing, and streamlining your business. A little different, setting it apart. Not SaaS as SaaS, right? But it still deals with it, right? Be unique, be authentic, walk in your vision. Step number 2 is going to be identify your strengths. Listen, if you hadn't identified your strengths, you're not going to be able to maintain business. You got to know your strengths and your weaknesses. Recognize the skills and talents that make you distinct. You have to. If you don't know those skills and you don't know what you're really talented in, you're just kind of out here throwing mud up against the wall expecting for it to stick. So truly identify your strengths and leverage tools and strategies that you truly excel at, so that you can streamline your operations and drive the growth that I know you desire to drive as a successful consulting business firm owner, okay? I'm all about identifying those strengths. You can leverage tools like EduConsultPro if you decide to, right? To help you do what you need to do. Step number 3, trust in your purpose. Trust in it. God gave you that vision, that dream, that purpose, that goal. Trust in it. Stand firm in your business's mission. Authentic purpose, truly, y'all, it resonates more profoundly with your audience. It really does. And it builds lasting relationships when you trust in your purpose, when you trust in why you are here doing what it is that you're doing. And number 4, stay agile. If you've been following me, I talk about Scrum. I love it, right? But stay agile. You got to stay that way. Be prepared to do what? Be prepared to pivot, because sometimes, y'all, we got to pivot. We got to make the necessary changes and refine your strategies as your business environment evolves, because it's going to evolve. This is going to ensure that you remain responsive and resilient. And again, not robotic. Can't stand that. Anyway. Step number 5, build strategic alliances. I'm all about building those alliances, and I'm all about being strategic. Let's talk strategies, go figure. Collaborate with supportive allies and mentors who share your vision, right? These partnerships can enhance your business processes and drive innovation. Get comfortable with it, but build it out. Be strategic with who you align yourself with. Make sure that you all are on the same page. Although things may be a little different, but that strategic alliance, when you can connect and collaborate with people that are on the same page as you, and they understand your vision, your goal, and your dream, and they're not trying to take you or keep you off focus, and you can help them, those are the best relationships, business relationships as well as your personal life relationships, that I believe a successful consulting firm or business owner can have. Step number 6. Focus on value. I believe in giving and delivering value in everything that I do. It has to be valuable. I remember when I really started focusing wholeheartedly on what Let's Talk Strategies, my firm, my main consulting firm, was going to offer. And I was dabbling here and dabbling there and just could not get my bearings because I was trying to do so many different things and listening to other people. Yes, some people will have good advice for you, but some things will take you off course. And I remember dealing with that and having to refocus, and stay close to the values, my value added service, how I value things, how I wanted to make sure that I took care of my clients. So offer unparalleled value to your clients. Just like David, his victory wasn't about the armor, but his faith, y'all. His faith and his strategy was the whole thing. It was the whole heart of the matter. When you go back and you look at the story, right? I mean, because you think about a big giant, you going out there, you trying to do all of this, and he decided to kick the armor to the curb. He literally was standing on his faith, and then he thought strategically about how he was going to slay Goliath, right? And that's what we need to do. Focus on the value. Similarly, focusing on the core value of your business will provide XYZ. What is it going to do? And that's what we need to focus on, just as David did, focused on his value. Now, number 7 is persevere through challenges. Y'all, we're going to have them. You're going to have some challenges. They're going to pop up. It's always going to be something. If it ain't one thing, it's another, is what we normally say, right? That old adage that people talk about. Literally, face the challenges with resilience and determination. Be determined that you're going to get through this, that this too shall pass when these things occur, because it's going to come up. It's going to happen, right? It literally is. And the way that I deal with it is I view each challenge as an opportunity for growth. I really do. As a matter of fact, yesterday I had a challenge. I was to meet with one of my website clients. I was designing a website, and it's been a long process with this particular client because she's extremely busy, has a lot going on. And of course, I have other clients that I'm dealing with. And then I'm constantly piggybacking, trying to fix, deal with this situation and get this project done. And I literally mistaken yesterday, Tuesday, the 28th, as my mindset was thinking that the 28th fell on Wednesday. 9:30 was our appointment, and I missed the appointment. And it was on my calendar. But for whatever the strange reason may be, I mistaken the days. And y'all know, with the holiday and all kind of different things, I was just off the bandwagon. It was a challenge. It was an issue. It was a mistake, right? I mistook the date. The day with the date, I mixed it up. And I had to pick the phone up and call. One, apologize and make sure that I could keep that relationship solid and just be honest about where I was. I persevered through the challenge, called with honesty, faced it resiliently, and was determined to make sure that I could still take care of the client, and everything went well, right? It was an opportunity for growth. Now, step number 8, leverage technology. You got to leverage that technology. Use platforms like EduConsultPro. It's no mystery. I've been talking about it a whole lot, to enhance operations and to amplify the growth in your business. It's going to be extremely important that you do that. So don't be afraid of the technology. Leverage it. Get intimate with it. Learn the things that you need to learn so that you can move forward at things that you're trying to do as a successful business owner, as a successful consulting firm owner. And step number 9 is communicate clearly. Y'all, communication is listen, it is extremely important. Extremely important. Ensure that your messaging aligns with your authentic self. Why is that important? It's simple, y'all. It literally builds trust and loyalty. Again, if you're showing up not yourself and your communications is not clear, there's no way that you can build trust amongst your clientele, prospects, and your now clients. You're probably going to lose them, right? And last but not least, step number 10, celebrate those small wins, right? Right, IG? Celebrate the small wins. And the rest of the people here follow me. Listen, you need to acknowledge and celebrate all successes. Don't wait just for everything to be big and large. If you got a new client and they signed up for you, if you got this contract, get excited about that, but get excited about the small things. As I'm reaching out and getting involved in dealing with corporations and sending out my pitches or my sales things to these organizations, some of them are very large, but some of them have smaller departments within those things. And if I can't get the big, I'm going to get the next, right? this is still a way for me to celebrate those small wins. And those small wins, for the most part, they're pretty big in my book. Celebrate those successes, no matter how small they are, small or big. This is going to help you build the momentum and the confidence that you really, truly need to have in order to maintain this thing called entrepreneurship, business ownership, because the road here that we're on, this journey, can feel a bit lonely. And if you don't celebrate yourself, who else do you expect to celebrate you? Okay? I want to just make sure you understand the importance of this here, all 10 of these. And if you are not exercising these, make sure you go back and listen to them, right? Some of the things you may be doing, maybe all of them you're doing, but go back and revisit and claim them in your life sphere, right? By staying true, y'all, by staying true to who you are and leveraging your unique strengths, it's the only way that you will truly overcome any obstacles and achieve that exponential growth, the growth that we know you want to have and sustain it, right? Embrace your purpose, stick with it. Please trust in your abilities, not anybody else's, and sit back and watch as your business sets the world on fire because it's going to appreciate what you have to offer. It really is. And this is how referrals come. This is how you can continue to show up even when life serves you lemons because it's going to do just that. And I want to thank you so much, you all, for spending time with me here today. Thanks so much for hanging out here with me. And I would really, truly appreciate it if you have any thoughts about what I spoke about, that you would literally share it here in the comment section. And if you're listening to this via replay, make sure you hit hashtag replay. Let me know your thoughts. Share your experiences. Share that in your comments. How do you slay the Goliath in your consulting firm? I'm Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady over at Let's Talk Strategies and EduConsultPro. I love it. It is our business solutions, sales, and marketing platform, a membership platform for successful consultants such as yourself. So make sure you go over there and check it out. EDU, that's edu consult, consult pro.com. It's there for instructional development, educators, business consultants, um, people that design programs for people. Listen, the sky's the limit over there. So go and check it all out. And again, if you found this helpful, let me know. Let a sister know. And let's continue this conversation on how we can lead with authenticity and, of course, with purpose. Have a great rest of evening. Thanks again. This is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady. Y'all take care. Take care.